G'day. Today we need to talk about waterproofing. A waterproofing issue we've been having. This is the picture of a chimney that is leaking. So this is the stainless steel chimney, and I guess there's a cast iron fireplace. So in order to explain why this is wrong, you need to understand the basics of roof structure. So, and then once you understand the basics of roof structure, it'll be so obvious what's gone wrong here. Right, so you build your roof structure. This is normally designed by an architect, if you're doing it properly, or an engineer. And generally, they design the fall very carefully, okay? So manufacturer's spec for IBR and corrugated, I can't remember exactly, but it's 60 millimeters per running meter, which is still, it's not a great angle. And you need that angle because you want gravity to take the water away. You don't want to rely on the roof sheeting to retain the water. You want gravity to take the water away so that it's not sitting on your roof. I know roof tiles, I think it's between 17 and 25 degrees that they say is the minimum, depending on the roof tile they manufacture, the minimum angle. And I've seen also roof tiles where the angle was too low, and because of the structure of the tile, there might be a fall on the top and on the bottom, the angle is negative and you have a leak. So the angle on this roof tile is 1 degree the wrong way. Also, another characteristic of cement tiles is they actually saturate with water. So they're not waterproof. They actually get saturated with water, and that helps the water flow better. So if your angle is wrong, the water saturates too much, you can get a leak through the tile. Again, seen this many times. So looking at this picture, the section marked in red is where the flashing should be, but it's even worse than that, because this tile should be over the flashing so that the water is leaking into the flashing, and then the water would run down the flashing, and that flashing would overlap the next tile, which would let the water run away. But instead, the flashing is on top of the tile. So that's the first problem. Now you rely on, because now you don't have the overlap, so the water runs down. With the overlap, you don't need waterproofing. Gravity does its thing and the water runs away. Now you have water hitting this gap here, so now you rely on waterproofing to seal this gap. Now this is a tile roof. The tile, because now you've got waterproofing here, the water can't flow, the saturation, the tile gets saturated, the water drips through the tile. So this is the problem with this installation. This person, whoever installed this chimney, did not understand the basics of roofing, and now you have a leak. And it's so badly done, this chimney should actually move back so it's closer to the previous tile, so that you can put a proper flashing so that the water can flow away. This is a bit of a multi-layer cake of disaster, and it goes further than that, because now you're using a waterproofing product. That waterproofing product has to deal with extreme heat of the chimney, because it's letting out heat from the fireplace. That chimney gets extremely hot. Then the chimney is usually used in winter. You use a fireplace in winter, so then it's extreme cold. And then it's movement, because of the expansion and contraction of the metal as it heats and cools. So I've used bitumen a lot. It's very effective for many applications. But if you come across bitumen on a hot day, it melts. So it's not uncommon to find bitumen, you step on it and you can see it, it's very pliable. Now you put bitumen on this chimney, it's melting and cooling, melting and cooling. It's not long before it fails. acrylic would fail even quicker. Anyone who's done any kind of waterproofing or roofing will tell you 3 months, you're back sealing your chimney. So bottom line is, this is just plain a botched installation from the beginning. They didn't use the correct, I suspect this is just sheet metal that was cut and then sealed with whatever waterproofing, or the person didn't know the order of how to fit this flashing properly. And the waterproofing is just not going to work. So in this case, I would actually contact the whoever supplies the fireplace and the chimney and get the correct flashing, and then install it in the correct way. And as I say, I suspect it will have to move a bit back so that the flashing sits correctly. Also, as you can see on the brand ring was cut away. So everything on the side of that is like a plumber's trap now. You step on that tile, it will collapse because it's not strong enough. You don't have a wood carrying through between the trusses, so it's actually a hazard. So again, it's a layer cake of calamity and disaster. So yeah, in order to avoid this kind of installation, make sure you understand roof structure, and yeah, you won't have this problem.